hmm Matteo,
Hey Al, can you hear me?
I can hear you, brother. How can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear very well. How are you?
Great. I'm doing good, my friend. Doing very good. How about I open the show and we get to
Sure.
our interview?
Okay, no problem.
All right.
All right.
All right. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to the No Cover TV podcast. That's right. I'm your host, Big Al, and I take that original, local, and national music and I shove it in your face. You need to hear it. There's a lot of great music around the world of all genres and age groups. It is amazing. So check out the past shows, check out the future shows, and you don't want to miss today's show. We have a great show for you today. But first of all, use my three favorite words: support, support, support your artist. Go to the shows, pay the cover charge if there is one. Go to the swag table, get an album, a CD, a T-shirt, a hoodie, a bumper sticker, keychain, coffee mug. It goes on and on. Then get to the stage and enjoy the show. And afterwards, stick around and get an autograph because you never know where these bands are going. And these bands love to perform in front of you and do what they're doing because it puts a smile on their face. To put a smile on your face. It's a great thing. It's a beautiful world out there, and I feel very privileged to bring you the story and the music of these artists. So let's get to today's show. We have a great show, and we're going to jump the pond a little bit here. We're going all the way to Italy. Matteo Panichi is in the house from Florence, Italy. How you doing, brother?
Hey, hi Al. Thank you for having me. I'm very good. Thank you.
Good, my friend. I am glad we're doing this interview. We're going to have a lot of fun.
All right.
Yeah. So you're the drummer for the Damn Freaks, correct?
Yeah. I'm sorry because I missed you for a second. Yeah, I'm the drummer of Damn Tricks.
The Damn Freaks, man. You guys are amazing. I've been jamming to your music night and day.
Yeah, actually we
Yeah,
did.
yeah, great. Now, let's go back in time a little bit before we talk about everything. Can we do that?
Sure. Sure.
All
No
right.
problem.
All right. Now, what were you listening to when you were a teenager?
Of course, I grew up with the '80s, so of course,
Uh,
all the all those songs, hard rock songs like Sunset Boulevard, bands like those. But of course, I used to love also pop music like Michael Jackson, Duran
oh,
Duran, that kind. I grew up with the '80s. I just love the '80s.
myself too. Yes, myself too. Now, when did you grab the drumsticks? What age?
I was about 13, 14 years old.
Okay.
My
Did
my
you get
brother my brother used to have a drum kit in my older brother used to have a drum kit in our bedroom, so that's why I went.
so you picked up the sticks at 13 and you started
Yeah.
hitting the drums. Now, did you start playing to other people's music or did you just start coming up with your own material?
No, I mean, like I guess almost everybody, you start doing covers, and then after a while, you just try to write something.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So now at that age when you were playing drums, I'm figuring you probably that's what you wanted to do the rest of your life. Just play drums in a band and make music.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to do. Like, of course, being part of a band. I'm not like I'm feeling like I want to be a drummer, but I just want to be part of a band. I like to write music with the rest of the band.
That's great. Now, let's jump ahead of here a little bit. Now, was it in 2017 you put the Damn Freaks together?
Yeah, that's right. That's
Mm,
the year when we came out with our first album.
yeah, that's
At the
amazing.
time, the band was a little different. We used to have another singer and another guitar player.
Okay. So, what year did you change the lineup?
Actually, in 2023, like 1 year and a half ago, 2 years ago, more or less. And I mean, in the beginning, I contact Alex De Rosso. You might know him because I used to play with Dokken in
Docking,
the
yes.
yeah in the early 2000. and then we decide together to write something, and then
Okay.
we found this unbelievable singer, which is Giulio Gargantini.
He's amazing. Very
Thank you,
amazing.
thank you,
Well,
thank you.
you know, you just started this lineup in 2023. Did you know all these gentlemen prior to them coming to the band?
No, actually, no. We didn't know each other. I mean, I knew Alex De Rosso because he's pretty famous,
Yeah.
and I knew Giulio because of something else, but we didn't know each other like you know. So I just contacted them and I asked them if they were interested in being
Hmm.
part of this band.
Mm. And they said yes.
Yeah, they did definitely. Yeah, after a long talking, they said yes, of course. Especially Julio. Julio was very happy about it.
That's great. I mean, you got an amazing lineup, and it's in your face rock and roll with a metal edge to it. And I love
Yeah,
it. And I can tell the influence are from the 80s from all of your performances. You're all seasoned professionals. Obvious there.
yeah,
Uh, it's not your first road trip.
yeah. When I first met Alex Russo, he asked me, "What do we want to do?" So we said, we would like to be more or less like to have an idea, like lynch mob, that kind. So it's
Yeah.
a more, the early 90s.
Yeah.
It's not.
All right.
It's, that's what we said. Okay, let's go on that direction.
Nice. Nice. Now, the band members consist of yourself, Matteo. We have Claudio on bass, Alex
Yeah,
DeRosa on guitar, and Julio on vocals.
exactly.
Okay. Now you're an amazing drummer, my friend.
Oh, thank you. I didn't know that.
I'm watching your video and hearing you, and you're playing a basic four-piece Pearl set, and it sounds like you're
Exactly.
playing an eight-piece.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. No, no, no. That's
Oh,
my basic set. That's what that's I always use.
it's amazing. I mean, you fill it in really great, brother. Really great.
Oh,
And then,
thank you. Yeah.
then
My favorite drum is Tommy Lee. So I think.
heavy. So now we got Claudio on bass. Now
Yeah,
he's playing a four string. Now he's all over that bass. He's slapping, he's strumming, he's picking. He's an amazing bass player.
I know. Sometimes it can be a little funky. It's not like let's say that the regular bass player from the 80s. He grew up. He's more. He grew up with the 70s. So his favorite band would be Thin Lizzy. So it's a little different.
And then you got Alex on the guitar, and he's just ripping up that Gibson. He's all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's amazing. And then
Oh,
you got Julio on vocals. He has a powerful voice, and he reminds me of a singer out of the 80s. And that would be, he reminds me of David Coverdale.
really? Wow, that's nice of you. I mean, somebody told us that it reminds of the TNT singer
Oh, yeah.
Tony Harnella. What his name? I don't remember. The Swedish band, the TNT.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No,
Tony. So somebody told us that he reminds us, that singer. But you said Coverdale, even better.
yeah. Yes,
Thank you. I'll tell him for sure.
good. I hope you do, brother. I hope you do. Now, your first label, or your album, I should say, you did that in 2020?
I'm sorry, the first label. I'm sorry, I didn't get it.
First album. Now, that
Yeah,
was with a Danish label, The Mighty
yeah,
Music.
exactly. 2017, Danish label, Mighty Music.
All right. Now,
That's
the
because
second,
I'm sorry. No, that's
No, go
because
ahead.
of the Jacopo Mail, Jack Mail is also the singer. I'm talking about our old singer. Is also the singer of Tigers of Pantang, and they are working with Mighty Music. So that's why our first album was done with
Oh,
them.
okay. And then the second album was done with Volcano Records.
Exactly, which is an Italian label.
Okay. Now, do you have a new EP out? Is that what I'm listening to? A new EP?
Yeah, maybe.
For how, how many EPs do you have?
No, I mean we had three albums, but probably we are going to do a new EP.
Oh, great, great. When do you think you're going to have that finished?
I mean, we have to start it. We are composing it, so we are not very sure. I really hope we are going to be ready on 2025.
Okay, great, great. Now, how many singles have you put out so far?
You mean for the new one, or you mean on these?
With this new lineup altogether, how many singles?
Yeah, I mean, we did two singles, and now we are going to come up with a new one, which is going to be the last one of this album, which is
All right.
three. So, which is going to be our only ballad.
Oh,
Okay,
okay. You're
so
only about.
yeah, so we are going to come out in probably in about a month with this new ballad. I'm sorry, new single.
Oh, okay. I can't wait to hear that, my friend. I
And
can't
then
wait to.
we are going to work. Then we are going to work on the new album.
Okay, great, great. Now, who in the band is doing most of the writing? Does Julio do that and bring it to you guys, or are you all adding to it?
For sure, Alex and Julia. I mean,
Alex and Julio.
yeah,
Okay,
for sure that.
that's great, amazing. Okay, before we get going here any further, I would like you to tell everybody in podcast land what platforms they may find your music on.
You can find us almost everywhere. Spotify, iTunes, YouTube. I don't even know, but I mean, I'm sure we are everywhere.
Well, that's a good thing. And I've been looking at your sites and stuff, and I see you've got a lot of fans that love what you're doing in your music.
Oh, yeah, I hope so because it's hard to let's say keep in touch with our fans, but it's not like used to be years ago. Now it's music. It's getting hard.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of competition out there now that there's so many platforms and everybody can be on them.
Exactly, exactly.
But your music will stand the test of time because it's great, man. You can't stop listening to you guys.
Oh, thank you.
No.
You don't even know how much I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm an 80 kid too. I graduated in 83, so I know what it's all about. Yes, my friend.
I'm sure.
So,
I'm sure.
yes, had too much fun back then. So now I want to know, I usually don't ask this question. Who's one of your favorite 80s icons?
Talking about me, for sure, Bon Jovi.
John
I'm
Bon Jovi.
I wouldn't say John Bon Jovi, but Bon Jovi band because I love Richie Sambora as much as John Bon Jovi.
Right. Richie
That's a,
Sambora is a great guitar
I know, and to me, it's bad that they are not playing together anymore. It's very sad.
It is very sad. It is, but it's still great to see some of them still together and playing out. Yes, indeed,
Sure.
there is. It is. It's nice. It's nice. Now, venue-wise, are you guys playing out a lot?
I wouldn't say a lot. We play, let's say, enough, because especially here in Italy, it's not the best place for rock music. So
Mm,
basically, we have more fans outside of Italy, north of Europe or United States, Canada,
right.
Australia. But here in Italy, it's not very good for rock music.
Okay. And I interviewed a few months ago a band from Italy too, and they were telling me how it was a little difficult for them to get out and perform. Not too many places are acceptable to some of the music.
Exactly, exactly. And then you have to find
Mm,
the right spot for that kind of music. You can't just go play in a small club, you know.
yeah, right. Now, how is it work when you do play over there, pay wise? Do they pay you a flat fee? Do they pay you from the door? How does it work over there?
Both of them. It depends. It can be, like we have a budget, so you call us, and then okay, we just come, or
Okay.
as you said, as you said, it depends on the ticket.
Right. That's very true. Very true. Now, have you done any festivals or large shows?
With this new band, no, we didn't, but we are going to have in July a good festival in to the north of Italy.
Oh, beautiful, my friend. Now,
Yeah.
let me ask you this. Do you like to perform in front of a smaller venue, smaller crowd where the people are right up on top of you? Or do you rather perform on a big stage where people are 10, 20 feet away from you?
No, no, no. I prefer the small one actually. Small, of
Yeah,
course. I'm not saying small like a small clap, but something where you can feel the people in front of you.
that's great. Yeah, it's personal, definitely. And what's nice is I have my wife with us. Miss Denise is on the line too, joining us.
Okay.
So she's here. Yeah, she's in the background. So, anyways, do you guys plan on doing any touring, getting out of Italy?
Not for this year. We are working hard for to do something better for the new album. So we are looking for a good booking agency because the one that we are having now it's not that good. So we are working hard because we want to play more, especially in north of Europe where we have more fans.
Right, exactly. Gosh, I'd like to see you in America. Boy, I sure would.
If you know a way to bring us there, I will thank you forever.
Figure it out because I do deal with a lot of European bands. So I'm trying to figure it out, my friend. And when I do, I'll let you
Okay, thank you, man.
know. Definitely. So let's jump over here. How about we ask some fun questions here? Let's do
Sure.
that. Okay. Let's see, which one do I want to pick out first? We'll just reach in the pot. How about this one? You get two answers. There are two
Yeah.
people out there, one that is alive and one that has passed away. Who would you want to grace the stage and play with?
That's a that's a hard question. I would I would say with the person who's still alive.
Let's go with
No, don't you think so? Don't you think so?
Yeah, I think so. I do. All right. What's the next one? Can you think of another?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Can you think of another person you'd want to play with on stage?
Um, of course, I would love to play with my idols. So, like I said before, John Bon Jovi, Richie Sambora, whatever.
How about I throw out Black Sabbath? Would you be open to that one?
Who? Black Sabbath?
Yes.
Yeah, why not? I mean, especially Claudio would be wow, Black Sabbath for him. It's one of the band.
That
Yeah,
would
but
be great. I could see you playing with Black Sabbath. That would be cool. Really cool, my
I would
friend.
love that. I would love
Oh,
that, but I think it's kind of impossible.
don't limit yourself. You never know what door's going to open up for you guys. All right, I got another question for you, Matteo. You get two answers on this one.
Yep.
Anywhere in the world, what two stages would you like to perform on?
Oh, of course, Madison Square Garden.
Ah, yes, I love it.
I've been there once because I used to live in New York City. So
Really?
yeah, a long time ago. I'm talking about like 20 years ago. And I was like shocked about the place.
It's a little different, isn't
Yeah, a little bit.
it? So we got Madison Square Garden. What would be another place?
I don't know that even here in Italy we have great places, but let me think about it. I don't know, like a Sago Forum, but you don't know that. But it's in Milan anyway, north of Italy. That's
Oh,
another
okay.
place, a great place where I would love to play. But that's what I saw many concerts like Bon
Okay.
Jovi, Billy Idol, whatever.
Nice, nice. Okay, I'm going to ask you this question here, and this I like to hear the answer from this one. When you're out there performing, and whether it's a small crowd or a large crowd, and you see them moving, dancing, moshing to your music, singing your songs possibly, and you see that, how does it make your heart feel?
I can see that sometimes, and it makes me feel very very good.
Nice, nice.
No,
That's what.
actually, last time we played, it was a couple of months ago, and you can trust me, I was almost crying because I was feeling exactly what you were talking about, like especially on the ballad that I was talking about before. Uh, I was seeing that people were like, wow, and I felt it. So I was like, with my tears on my eyes.
That's amazing. And that feeling that you always remember those times, don't you? You don't
Of
forget it.
course. I won't forget it at all.
Not at all. You won't. No. This question, I'm going to have fun with this question right here. And it happens to all my rock bands and metal bands. Any embarrassing moments on stage?
Not really. I mean, no, not really.
Mm,
I'm trying always to be as professional as I can. I mean, so
okay. So you haven't fallen into the drums or threw a stick or anything?
no, not really. No, no. Like I just like to have fun on the stage. You know,
Yeah.
nothing, nothing. Yeah, as I told you.
Okay. Great, my friend. Great. All right. Now, I was looking at your Facebook page and I saw something that interests me. You like wine.
I do love wine. I'm also in the wine business.
Wow, that's what I want to
That's
know. My
that's
friend.
that's a big passion. The other second passion of my life, music, and then wine.
That is wonderful. Now, do you have a nice wine cellar? All that?
Yeah, right now I opened like a wine bar in the middle in the center of Florence. But I mean it's not mine. I opened it for somebody else,
Okay.
and I select all the wines. So
Wow.
that's. And if you saw that picture, you can see that wine is the wine, the Bon Jovi wine. John Bon Jovi wine.
That's cool. I saw that and I love it. Now, you tell me in the shop that you have, what would be the oldest wine bottle you have in stock?
The oldest one. No, this new wine bar is very new, so we don't have like a very old wine, so we
Sure.
have something very expensive, but no, not old, at least for now.
Okay. Well, it's amazing how much wine can be. It's not cheap sometimes. No.
I know it can be very expensive sometimes, very, very expensive, especially French wine.
Oh boy, unbelievable. So, another question. You've been doing this a long time. Is there any memorable moments you might have? Anything?
About what? I'm sorry.
Any memorable moments? Anything that stands out in your career that you can remember? Something great.
I mean, anything.
Yeah,
Or we have
sure.
to talk about music.
It can be both.
Okay, no, but of course, when I had my daughter 15 years
Oh
ago,
yeah.
that was the best moment of my life.
Yes, it is. Unbelievable. That's great. Now, with your daughter, did you give her a set of drumsticks to play the drums? Is she musically into music?
Yeah, I've been trying a little bit, but 15 years, that age, it's kind of critical.
Yeah.
There was a moment where she used to sing a little bit, but then she stopped. We'll see in the future.
Okay. Let her do.
But for sure, she's my biggest fan.
That's great. I love to hear that. Has she seen you perform at all?
Sure, I would say almost every time. I
Ah,
mean,
great.
at least when I'm here, around here. Of course, when I'm
Right.
like outside of Italy, no.
Okay. Okay. That's cool. Great. Now, have you done any collaborations, worked with any other bands, artists, done anything like that?
With other bands.
Is there a certain, maybe a band that you play with together when you do jam out or anybody?
I'm thinking about. I mean, of course, but when we do some jam but I don't collaborate with other bands. I mean, I like to be part of a band. So it's not like, okay, can you play this song for me in this album? No, I'm not that kind of person. I don't like to play for somebody else. I just want to do my music.
There you go. I love it. I love it. Now I see you're getting a lot of radio press reviews. You had what, the radio power plant get you on there, and Rock Hard Italy. You guys are all over the place.
Yeah, actually, this last album was almost everywhere, talking about like webzine, and they're all talking about us like, wow, great album. So we are very honored.
Yeah, I would say so. You got anything coming up as far as podcast reviews or anything?
Don't know yet, no, honestly.
Oh, that's fun. That's right. Take a day by. Let's talk about some music. I've been listening to the music. And I love it. I just love it. And I want to talk about this song right here, "My Resurrection." I love the video. I mean, that's in
Okay,
your face. That's powerful.
thank you.
Yeah, great. Now, who wrote the song and what is the song about?
It's been written by Alex and Giulio, and I mean, you should ask to Giulio the meaning of the song. But anyway, it's talk about after COVID, the COVID situation, or you
Yeah.
know, it's like all those too powerful people. You know, what happened with the COVID. So it's like, you know, for us it was a very, very bad.
Yeah, it was. It was. Well, let's go to this song right here. How about "The Land of Nowhere"? I liking
Yeah,
this one.
that's another one very good. It's the other single.
Yeah.
And same thing, written by Julio and Alex.
Oh,
And
nice.
yeah, I'm glad you like it.
Oh, I do. Now, is there any songs where you have written the lyrics or have had to put say in it?
Yeah, actually, it would be Crazy Ride, which is track number 9.
Okay, Crazy Ride. All right,
That's
like it.
probably our, let's say, uh, most the poppest song, the easiest one. And that's actually a song. I know I repeat myself too often about that, but it's a song dedicated to Bon Jovi and Alex John Such.
That's
And
great.
if you read the lyrics, you can find some phrase stole from songs of Bon Jovi.
Okay, that's cool. That's real cool. Now, what studio did you use when you produced these songs?
Actually, Alex there also has his own studio
Oh,
because
no.
he's also a producer.
Beautiful, beautiful. Um, does his studio have any analog equipment, or is it all digital?
Uh,
Yeah,
unfortunately, it's all about digital.
yeah,
But I would love to, record like we used to do years ago with
uh, I
analog.
agree. I totally agree with you, brother. Now, let me ask you this. What do you think of today, these platforms and all this, where it's easy for people to get their music, where 20, 30 years ago, we had to hit the pavement, put posters up on telephone poles, sell things out of our trunks, our cars? What do you think? You like it then or now?
No, of course not. I mean, it's actually very sad. It was much better when we used to go to the music shop,
Yeah.
to find out what was the last album, and talking about it, with the people about that album.
Yeah.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's
Oh,
actually very very sad.
it is sad that those days are gone because it was very good for us. It was great. Now,
Yeah.
you were an
I
80s
think
person.
actually I'm feeling lucky that I did that. I mean,
Yeah, definitely. Definitely very lucky. Now, back in the 80s, you listened to cassettes, didn't you?
of course, a
Can I
lot.
ask you? I want to ask you this. How many did you have?
Uh, I just remember that I used to have like 500 albums, but it was a mix of cassette and LP,
Right. What cassette or album did you play the most?
uh, wow. Of course, I don't want to repeat myself. You already know that,
Uh,
but White Lion, White
what?
Snake,
Yeah.
Aerosmith, uh,
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
That
So
that's
many.
beautiful.
I don't know.
There is. You can't pick just.
I don't even remember because there's so many. No,
Yeah, there is so many, and they were all so great. So it's too hard to pick
so,
just one.
yeah, Doc and Van Halen.
Oh yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Exactly. Now, back in the 80s, were you able to see any of these performers live?
Yeah, I mean the big one because to have a concert here in Italy it means you are a very famous one, and here in Italy I saw a lot of bands like let's say LA Guns,
Oh yeah.
Skid Row, of course Bon Jovi, uh, what else? Billy Idol. White
Nice.
Snake, Poison. I'm trying to remember, but but all the big one. Of course, I didn't
Right.
see the small one.
That is amazing, brother. Those were the fun times back then. They definitely
But
were.
when I was in
Definitely.
New York in 2000, because I was there between 2000 and 2002, I saw a lot of bands.
Oh, good. Good for you for doing. Oh, good. Now I'm going to ask you this question. Say that guy shows up to one of your shows. He's wearing a suit and a tie, and he approaches you and throws a piece of paper and pen on the table and asks you to sign it. Would you sign a label, or do you want to stay independent?
I mean,
You've been through it before.
I mean, I gotta read before, after that. Oh, why not? Why not?
Right. And I'm sure if it suits all of you, you would probably sign it.
Sure, why not?
Why?
I mean, life can be crazy and fun sometimes.
That's right. That's right. Might as well have fun. You only hear once. That's right, brother.
Exactly.
So let's see where we're at. 6 minutes in. Where do you see the future for the damn freaks? What do you want to see in the next 5 years happen with the band?
I know we're getting old. It's just enough that I'm thinking about the next album. I don't even know what I mean. So 2025 is maximum that I can think about it right now.
Yeah, that's far enough, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's great. Matteo, I've had a great time interviewing you today. Thank you for coming on the podcast, my friend.
Thank you. Actually, I really appreciate it. Thank you.
It's great. It's great. And what we're going to do is we're going to end the show here. And what I'll do is I will get this to the platforms and I will send you the link so you can share it amongst all your fans. And I will get your music and story around the world as much as I can, brother. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I will.
All right. Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
I would like you to say goodbye in Italian. Can you do that for us?
Did you mean to the who's listening?
Everybody.
Okay. Ciao a tutti, grazie, arrivederci.
I love it. Thank you, my friend. Matteo Panichi from the Damn Freaks, the drummer, awesome drummer. And so is Claudio, Alex, and Julio. Check these guys out if you're in Italy. Check them out. They are amazing. Get to their sites, download the music, buy digital downloads, all that. You guys are amazing. I can't wait to see the next project and the new music coming out, my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Anybody you want to say hey to, hi to, say thank you? Anybody?
I just want to thank you.
I appreciate it, Matteo. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming on the podcast. I'd like to have you back in 6 months or so or a year and find out where you're at. How's that sound?
Yeah, for sure. I will. Thank you.
All right, great. All right, everybody out there, we're going to get out of here. Like I said, check out the past shows, the future shows, and definitely today's show. And check out the dance. It's great music. Matteo, rock on, brother. I'll talk to you soon. All right.
All right. Thank you very much. See you soon.
All right. Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao, brother. Peace.